Archangel Michael says, the wind has shifted tonight for a reason. Something invisible has been circling your life, and its time has now come. A soul has waited in the shadows for 15 long years, and that soul finally dares to step into your light. This is not a coincidence. For 15 years, a name has been written secretly beneath the weight of silence, held back by promises, fear, and divine timing. Tonight, that name trembles on the edge of being spoken again, because you are ready. They tried to move on. They crossed oceans of emotions, battled inner demons, and rebuilt pieces of themselves each year, but a part of them stayed frozen in the exact moment they last felt your presence. The clock didn't move forward for them, it stayed ticking in circles, counting each second until you would look back. A secret was kept from you. A message undelivered. A journey left halfway done because destiny demanded patience from both ends of the thread. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, the heavens watched this soul whisper your name every birthday, every new moon, every heartbreak. They never gave up, even when everything told them to forget you. And now, the angelic realms are pulling open a hidden chapter that was locked for 15 years. They were once closer than breath to you. A friend, a love, a protector, or something so sacred it cannot be categorized by mere words. Their absence shaped you, and your absence shaped them. This person prayed for your peace when you couldn't sleep. They cried for you when they sensed your sorrow. Their intuition never stopped beating in time with your soul. Something powerful is happening tonight, and it cannot be reversed. The veil between your past and present has fallen, and what's behind it is sacred, raw, and alive. Type Amen to get blessing 744. They had a name. And that name used to bring you calm. But it was buried under decisions, misunderstandings, and outside interference that robbed you both of your destiny, until now. In the distance, this person felt the magnetic call of your soul again. It came through a whisper, a memory, a dream they couldn't escape. Their eyes opened recently, and all they saw was you, older, stronger, still waiting too, even if unknowingly. You are being visited in dreams by echoes of them. You feel a pressure in your chest sometimes without explanation. It's them, thinking of you so deeply it touches your spirit like a breeze through closed windows. The name? You once whispered it when you thought no one heard you. But someone did. Someone divine. Type Amen to get blessing 908. This person walked away for a reason that wasn't theirs. They were made to believe you would be better off without them. Lies surrounded their heart like a fence until now, when truth begins to burn it down. They held on to one photo of you. Faded and worn, edges bent by the years. But to them, it was sacred, a reminder that their life began with you, and will only feel full again if it ends with you. You don't remember every detail of them, but your soul never forgot. Your heart has always reacted strangely around certain places, scents, and songs. That's not chance. That's the ghost of shared memories returning with purpose. Now, the heavens align. The year of reunion has come. And with it, the truth about why you were torn apart will unfold in shocking clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 1177. They were in a relationship that was wrong for them. Trapped. Emotionally starved. They smiled for the world but bled inside. Your face kept flashing before them, every smile, every hug, every goodbye. And though they buried their emotions deep, tonight something has cracked inside them. They are making moves. They are searching. They are almost there. You will soon hear of someone asking about you. Someone digging gently through your old circles, leaving traces, hoping word will reach you. That's not a stalker. That's not obsession. That's prophecy fulfilling itself. This name was once the rhythm of your happiness. And now, it will be the key to your deliverance from everything you thought was final. Type Amen to get blessing 3024. You weren't forgotten. You were held in sacred pause. Hidden in prayer. Protected until the exact vibration of the universe matched what was promised to both of you. They've changed. You've changed. And yet, your love never aged. It's been waiting in the hallway of time, untouched, perfect, divine. In 15 years, they've watched your reflection from afar. Maybe through photos. Maybe through people's mouths. But now, they want to see you for real, not the version they remember, but the one you've become. A place near water holds meaning. A bench, a song, a necklace, all waiting to be activated again as symbols of what was never truly broken. Type Amen to get blessing 1120. Someone close to you may not want this reunion to happen. Be cautious. Not everyone rejoices when souls reconnect, especially when truth threatens to expose their lies. This person was told you moved on. They were fed stories, documents, and evidence that made them believe you hated them. But something inside them always said, no. That's not who you are. They had to walk away in shame. But it was never their fault. And now, their soul is rising to say what should have been said 15 years ago. I never stopped loving you. Prepare your heart. Because destiny doesn't repeat, it restores. And your restoration is now in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 1411. A strange message will reach you soon. Maybe a call from an unknown number. Maybe a letter with no sender name. Maybe someone mentioning a familiar place you thought you'd forgotten. When you see that sign, don't ignore it. That's them, reaching across the veil. That's their soul saying, I'm almost there. Archangel Michael says, the divine waited until you were strong enough not just to receive this love, but to protect it. The reunion is not a reward, it's a responsibility. The kind you were born for. This name, hidden from the world for 15 years, is about to echo again. Not just in your ears, but in your life. Type Amen to get blessing 1877. They tried many times to erase your memory. They went to places that didn't feel like home, smiled at people who didn't feel like you, and spoke sentences that ended in silence. No matter how far they ran, they always return to the same thought, you. Every birthday, they waited for a sign from you. A message, a dream, a number, something divine. But it never came, because heaven had not yet opened the door. Until now. Now their name is stirring in your energy. Their voice is hidden in the background of certain songs that suddenly make your eyes water. Type Amen to get blessing 1744. They've held your photo in their wallet for 15 years. Not because they couldn't let go, but because they always knew they'd need it again. The image aged, but the feeling stayed young. You used to laugh together about forever. That laughter still exists. It never vanished. It only got buried under timelines that weren't meant to succeed. There were nights they couldn't breathe. Nights when they'd stand outside looking at the sky, silently asking, "Where are you?" even though they promised never to ask again. Your soul always answered. The connection between you two never snapped, it simply paused. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. They were told by someone close to you that you had chosen another. That your silence meant rejection. That you had moved on and were building a life that didn't include them. But deep inside, they knew something was off. They tried to date others. Tried to love again. But every kiss felt like betrayal, every laugh felt incomplete, and every night ended with their mind on you. A psychic once told them, "You're still connected." They didn't believe it at first, but the more years passed, the more they saw signs that kept leading back to you. Even now, their heart doesn't belong to anyone else. It never could. Type Amen to get blessing 2111. Soon, you will feel it in your dreams. A name. A scent. A memory you haven't thought of in years. That is the ripple beginning, the alarm of destiny telling you, they are coming back. They are not the same person they were back then. They have seen grief, betrayal, and loss, but through it all, they held on to the thread that ties them to you. Someone once told them you weren't waiting anymore. That lie caused them to disappear for a long time. But the truth is, they never gave up, and neither did your soul. Everything that was blocked is now being released. Type Amen to get blessing 1344. They never wanted to leave you. They were forced to. Someone intervened. Someone who didn't believe your love was real, and used their power to separate what heaven had approved. But now, karma is balancing. The one who interfered is losing grip. And the space between you two is narrowing faster than ever before. Expect your body to react strangely. Shivers down your back. Eyes watering without cause. Sudden feelings of excitement and sadness mixed together. This is the soul frequency awakening. A physical meeting is destined. It is written. And it's very, very close. Type Amen to get blessing 1217. Archangel Michael says, this reunion has been ordained. What was delayed is no longer denied. And the obstacles that kept you apart are being swept away one by one. This person knows the name of your favorite flower, even after all this time. They remember the way you laughed when nervous. And they remember the last thing you said when the goodbye was forced. You thought they forgot. But they remembered everything. Even the pain. Now they carry a gift. Not a material one, but a truth. A truth that will unlock the reason your life has felt incomplete all these years. Type Amen to get blessing 1711. They kept a promise they made under the stars 15 years ago. The promise was to return, no matter how long it took, no matter what stood in their way. And now, they are on their way back to you. They watched your light from afar and prayed they hadn't ruined your chance to believe in love. But you were strong. You survived. You never stopped feeling them. Your name has been echoing in their dreams for months now. And in one of those dreams, they saw your face turning toward them again, smiling. That dream felt real because it was a preview. Type Amen to get blessing 844. A divine clock is ticking louder now. Your reunion is scheduled by the divine, and the time is almost here. But you must stay open. You must not let fear block what was promised. They are carrying a letter. A real one. One they wrote years ago but never sent. Inside it, they poured the truth, the pain, the hope. They never burned it. They kept it. You'll recognize them by their eyes. Time has aged their body, but their soul will be instantly familiar. They carry a sadness, but also a deep light that only you can heal. They are not looking for attention. They are looking for you. Type Amen to get blessing 909. They stood outside a place you both once visited. It hasn't changed much, still the same lights, the same quiet corner where you both made promises that fate interrupted. They stood there a few days ago, whispering your name under their breath, feeling time bend around them. 15 years. It didn't pass like a river, it passed like a stone dragging through their soul. But not once did they erase the day you left or the last words exchanged in that final moment. Someone once tried to erase your name from their heart. But no matter what they did, your memory clung to them like a heartbeat they couldn't silence. And now that memory is rising again, louder, clearer, ready to return home. The signs are everywhere. Numbers you both loved, songs you once danced to, old messages reappearing, your name on lips they never expected to hear it from. That's not random. That's divine timing breaking through reality. Type Amen to get blessing 3360. They have made mistakes. They lived years they're not proud of. They even tried to replace you with a life that felt convenient, but none of it healed the longing they carried for you. And now, as the wheel of fate turns, they are realizing something monumental. They were never meant to forget you. They were meant to find you again, stronger, clearer, and more devoted than ever. Your pain and their pain were mirror images. Two souls crying for each other through space and time. That pain forged something unbreakable. They are closer than you know. Within reach. Within hours, maybe days. Type Amen to get blessing 4001. They have seen your face in their meditations. They have heard your name spoken by strangers at the most unexpected moments. The universe is screaming your return into their life. And now, the same universe is sending this message to you, not for entertainment, not for curiosity, but because the hourglass is nearly empty, and you must be ready. There's a street they walk on daily that reminds them of you. A scent that breaks them into tears. They are haunted by your absence. And soon, they will let those tears fall before you. They were told you hated them. But they're coming anyway. Type Amen to get blessing 2227. They feel nervous. What if you don't remember the little things anymore? What if you've really forgotten that sacred space you once created together? But even in their fear, they choose to move forward. Because something inside them whispers, you are waiting too. You just don't know it yet. You've seen their name randomly, haven't you? Online, on paper, in a dream. That's not illusion. That's destiny resurfacing. They are about to walk through a door that leads directly to your path. And they're bringing closure, clarity, and most importantly, love. Type Amen to get blessing 3055. Archangel Michael says, not every love story is lost. Some are paused, protected, rewritten by heaven itself until both hearts are healed enough to hold it again. This is that love story. The kind that could not be destroyed by time, betrayal, or separation. The kind that survives silence. They have questions, yes. But more than that, they have answers, ones that will soothe every ache you've hidden from the world. Ones that will explain the heartbreak that never made sense. Their voice will be shaky. But their love will be thunder. Type Amen to get blessing 1571. They have already sent you a message through someone else. A test. A whisper. A moment that felt strange, but that was them trying to see if you were still listening. Now they're ready for more. They're preparing a meeting. It might look like coincidence, but when it happens, you will feel the universe freeze just for the two of you. Everything will stop. Time. Emotion. Breath. Because that's what divine reunion feels like. They were never lost. They were simply waiting to be found again, by you. Type Amen to get blessing 2979. They forgave you long ago. And they pray that you've forgiven them too. Because what's about to happen is not a repeat, it's a rebirth. This time, it won't be rushed. This time, no one will be allowed to interfere. The hands that once trembled to hold yours are now steady. They are coming to take your hand again. And when they do, something inside of you will awaken. Not just love. Not just memories. But purpose. Because this isn't just about romance. It's about divine partnership. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. The name will be spoken soon. You might hear it on television. From a friend. Or in your dreams where they will whisper it, trembling, just before they walk toward you. Pay attention to feelings that don't make sense. Déjà vu. A sudden wave of joy or sadness. Strange urges to revisit old places. That's your soul preparing to receive them. They are scared you've moved on. But still, they come. Because love like this doesn't knock, it breaks through. They've waited long enough. And now, they are here. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. They are writing something down right now. Words they wish they had said long ago. Words soaked in regret, hope, and truth. They don't know how to begin, but they know they must. Your soul is calling them louder than ever before. Even in their sleep, they wake up with your name at the edge of their tongue. That name is power now. That name is a lifeline. For 15 years, they were surrounded by people who didn't understand them. Because no one else could fill the space you left. No one else even came close. They remember the moment they first saw you. And the moment they lost you. Both moments burned into their heart like fire that never cooled. Type Amen to get blessing 1789. They almost gave up once. Almost walked away from the idea of love entirely. But just as they did, something happened. A sign. A feeling. A message. It pulled them back, right to you. They are watching you now. Not in fear. Not in jealousy. But in reverence. They see how much you've grown, how strong you've become. And they want to know you again, not just who you were, but who you are now. You will meet again in a way that seems ordinary. But nothing about it will be ordinary. Every second will feel charged, every glance like electricity, every silence like a song. They are coming with their truth. And they are ready to let it be heard, finally. Type Amen to get blessing 3891. Archangel Michael says, this reunion is not just emotional, it is spiritual. This is not just about hearts. It's about timelines, contracts, and divine promises made long before this life. You and this person were meant to build something. A purpose. A mission. A legacy. And now, with all the wounds healed and lessons learned, it's time. You will feel the shift in your body. It may feel like a storm is approaching, but it's not destruction. It's transformation. Your soul recognizes the incoming energy. Because it's not a stranger, it's home. Type Amen to get blessing 2144. They are walking away from people who kept them small. From voices that told them you were gone forever. From illusions that love could be replaced. They are walking back to you. And when they arrive, don't ask why it took so long. Don't ask what they did in your absence. Just feel the energy. Feel the storm that calms when you look into their eyes. Because nothing else matters now. The journey brought them here. The pain carved the path. The delay taught you both how to cherish. They're not late. They're right on time. Type Amen to get blessing 3123. They once doubted they'd ever be enough for you again. But now they know, they are. They've worked on themselves in silence. They've grown. They've changed. They carry old wounds, yes, but also deep wisdom. They know what love costs. And they are willing to give everything now to keep it from slipping again. They're not returning to ask for a second chance. They're returning because their soul knows there's no life without you. They tried to live that life already. It didn't work. You were always the missing piece. Type Amen to get blessing 2888. They have a scar with your name on it. Not on their skin, but in their spirit. And for 15 years, it pulsed like a reminder, don't forget them. Don't forget home. A storm will pass through your energy when they come. You may feel anger at first. Grief. Old wounds rising. That's part of the clearing. That's part of the preparation. But when the storm settles, what remains will be truth. Sacred, raw, unbreakable truth. You'll look into their eyes and see it. They never stopped believing. Type Amen to get blessing 1555.